Okay. Started both streams. Hope it stays connected for a bit.
Fate conspired to final battle. Fight.
Suck. Yeah, it seems like I can't even be near the edge. It'll knock me out whether I'm blocking or not.
Final battle. Fight.
Haha. Like that. As a back guard, that could be more useful than the front one.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Final battle. Fight.
It should be off. It took way too much of my health.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword. Final battle. Fight.
Hey Alexis, I'm doing good. How's your day going? This is the one where they kind of come together, but you go either way and goes to the same spot.
The Almighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own
Good.
path.
Good. Good to hear.
Final battle. Fight.
Either shambles. Nope. The one knee is all it takes to knock me out. This is Soul Calibur 2, the GameCube. Yeah, I'm playing as Link from Legend of Zelda, but yeah, this is a game that came out on the GameCube. Yeah, Switch 2 just has got the GameCube app for the game, so this is one of the games on there. Oh, ow. Okay. Guy's aggro. I go. Yeah. Switch 2 is nice, but I wouldn't say it's really worth the money quite yet. So, I won't be too concerned about hurrying up and getting one. Hello there, Lalo. Yeah, if you have a GameCube or a Wii, you can play this game on that. Alright, thanks, Cap. Okay. Appreciate the pep talk. I'm healing, nice. I gotta keep him away from me as much as possible then. I can get my health back. Yeah, when you take the high thing, it actually puts it in chat, follow. I still don't understand how that really works either. It's very strange. Yeah. But sometimes if you press the high thing in chat, it actually doesn't know to say said high instead of high. I don't understand why it does that. $500 on what? Shambles? Like a PC or something, or? Oh, why'd I get a weapon for him? Oh, the Switch too. Yeah. It's more like $450 on its own, but yeah. The tax is definitely 500, so yeah. Alright, I lost where we were Shambles. I got distracted. Are they, the Switch 2 is still pretty hard to find, or did it become a lot easier to find in stores now?
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, hoping to shoot him off of that. You feel bad? No, it's fine, Lolo. I appreciate the sub though. I'm trying to hit 500 at least, and then get closer to actually getting revenue on YouTube. So every sub counts. So I appreciate it.
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing sorry for either, Shambles. I guess he means that he said hi, but didn't like mean to say hi or something. I don't know. Oh, I feel bad for me, okay. Okay. Why didn't it show that on the YouTube side?
My God, Fisher, have you gone insane?
Oh, thanks both of you for the sub. I appreciate it. Oh, like anime at all? Yeah. Keeping up with One Piece is coming out. I watched Naruto when it came out. Dragon Ball Z. Quite a few. I think right now the ones I'm watching weekly are One Piece, Apothecary Diaries, Shangri-La Frontier, I think. Then what was the last one? This one that just added the end of its season. What was it? Can't remember. Yeah, quite a few. Episode 31 only. Yeah, quite a ways to go. There's a lot to enjoy of that anime, so look forward to it. Cap, I'm gonna just say that I'm from the US and just leave it at that. Liking it so far? Cool. Thanks, Lalo. I appreciate the support. Yeah, I'm hoping I get there at some point here soon, too. GTA 5? I do own GTA 5, but it was only on 360. So. What was I doing? Alright, I think the problem that the alert box that showed that isn't on here. Let's put that there. And then we really try redoing it. This?
My God, you've gone insane.
Okay, no. Why isn't it showing it? I'm hearing the alert go off, but it's not showing it. Want to meet Chopper, but he's like episode 91. Yes, yeah. He's a little further than people think he is. That's why he wasn't in season 1 of the live-action Netflix show, because he's quite a ways in more. Oh, Thanks, Cap. I appreciate it. Why am I not able to see the alerts to those you guys subbing? It's showing on the Twitch side, but it's not showing on the YouTube side. Let's see. Oh, I know why. It's below the camera. I need to move it up here. You guys heard it, but you didn't see it. I must have moved the camera down a couple of layers, and that's why I did that. Okay, so that. Watching the animations, and then after I finish the show, I watch live action. Yeah, it's probably for the best, because the live action Netflix show actually leaves out quite a bit. The anime also does leave out a little bit that the manga doesn't show, but it covers most of it. So yeah, definitely watch the anime before watching live action, I would say, if you plan on watching the anime at all. Okay, let's try this one more time.
My God,
There we go.
Fisher, have you gone insane?
There it is. My Splinter Cell alert for follows.
Entrust your noble soul in your
I'm gonna do One Piece movies in live action? I don't know why they would now, I guess, given that they have this whole series. That'd be kind of like cannibalizing their own like show if they just started doing movies of the same thing. Unless you mean like if they do live action of the movies, then maybe. But the movies are their own thing, I guess, separate from the show. So they could do those, I guess, but they're not canon. But so kind of not really related to the overall story. So, I don't know. Probably not, I would guess. Live action manga. What do you mean like live action manga? Like do live action of the manga instead of the anime? That's kind of what they're doing. Right, Ryu Picture is live action, same thing, but I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by of the manga. Dude, chill. Oh, please. You just swipe me off my feet.
Entrust your noble soul. Final battle. Fight.
There. Oh, he's invisible. One of these goofy fights. Crash Bandicoot games? I played a little bit of one. But I still need to play those, I think. For the most part. If I do, I probably would end up playing them on stream. Because I do own the HD or the remastered versions of them. So all I have to do is just hook up my PS4 to the capture card and I can do that on stream. And then buy Crash 4 once I get through all three of them. The first three, I mean. No, I've never played Magic. I always thought it was interesting and the art was really cool. But it's like Pokemon, I probably wouldn't play it because I don't like play card games. I probably end up just buying the cards and collecting them, same as buying Pokemon cards.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Final battle. Fight!
You would charge right into that. I think it's this way, so I'll go down instead. Because yeah, not going the way straight to the boss is a good way to get weapons, so.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword. Final battle. Fight!
Oh. We went for my feet. Final Fantasy? Yeah. I've only really played through the first two. But I played a little bit of the other ones. For whatever reason, I just never really tried to get the other ones and play them. But yeah, I think I've played all the way through 1 and 2. I played most of 15. And watched someone play 16. So I should really get to playing those at some point. 7, of course. 7's always everyone's favorite. For me, 7 is the one that is the most permeated everything. But I think I like. I always have a soft spot for 9. And then yeah, the ones I played probably be like Tactics. Or like Advance 2.
Desires a sword, and a sword desires truth.
Cloud Outline New Room. It is 0. Is it 009? Hard to tell what's an O and what's a 0. Welcome in, 0. Nope. Oh jeez, you guys are moving so fast. Yeah, all the Final Fantasy games are great though. It'd be hard to pick just one.
Now. Final battle. Fight!
Yeah, once I get through all the Fire Emblem games, I might start doing a Final Fantasy Friday instead. Because right now I'm doing like Fire Emblem Fridays. But yeah, once I went out of those, maybe I'll swap it to Final Fantasy. I mean, who doesn't like music? Shambles. But yeah, I kind of have weird taste in music. Like, I don't listen to a lot of newer stuff. If I do, probably like something like Japanese or something instead. Some video game music or some anime soundtrack or something, you know?
The Almighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own.
You know, I do like the music in this game. Maybe I should play some Zelda music instead. line? You mean 14, right? 14 is the one that's online. Let's see. Let's put some dungeon music in here from Zelda. Legend. Can't see around this. Legend of Zelda Dungeon. That was Ocarina of Time. This, you know, the link I'm playing as. That's a good one, but these are like 30 minutes long, so let's not do that playlist. Okay, this one looks better. This is very slow, but turn up a little bit. Remember when you were a kid and the dragon thing hit the world and the game ended and me and my friends were like astonished because we didn't know what was happening. I don't really know about that. After a time, the other game I've beaten up 20 times. Yeah, same 0. Especially now because I've been playing it a lot in my randomizer streams, where it's one of the games on my wheel. So I've been having to play it through a couple times. I think it's 14, yeah. The 13 is the one that has 13-2, and then the 13-3. 13 has lightning in it, and I'm pretty sure that's yeah, it's not an MMO. 14 is the MMO game.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword. Final battle, fight!
Not falling for it. Metal story mode is fun until you get to secret techno world. Oh, you mean ultimate story mode? Yeah. I didn't think the music would turn off that sound for that. That's unfortunate. Weapons for Talon. Maybe I'll keep it on, but I'll make it a little quiet.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury. Final battle, fight!
Yeah. Smash is weird like that, where it has parts where it's like super casual and parts where it's like hardcore. It's funny. Try to jump and then look. There you go. Oh, no, no. Ow. This song definitely fits this dungeon. My main Smash? When I play the most is Ike. But I played a lot of them because I really had a stream where I played like every character. So I got a lot of practice with a bunch of characters. College Zero battle? Really? So disorienting when it keeps shaking. I try to keep track of what I'm doing. Bowser's Isabelle is really interesting. Like you have like a heavy, and then you have like a kind of a lightweight. This was kind of a like almost like a ranged character in some ways.
Two souls are fiercely entangled.
I mean, I just had Sonic being the one you SD with, but Jigglypuff? You talking about rollout? Don't have to use rollout. Dude took himself out. I don't know. I like the idea of playing music, but it's not really working. I don't know. It's not quite what I wanted. Okay, plus neutral B, right? Yeah, it's neutral B rollout, yeah. It definitely has killed me quite a few times too over the years, yeah. It seems like that this is the best Soul Calibur. Yeah, I probably would agree. I do have a lot of fond memories playing like 4 as well, but yeah. There's something about it, like, I don't know. Yeah, just the presentation is the best. Characters, maybe not so much. Like, the characters are kind of basic, other than, like, the guest ones. Like, if they made, like, a new Soul Calibur game that just had all the guest characters and then all of the newer characters, like, a definitive one, that'd be great. Big Mac, Little Mac, yeah. Worst Smash characters ever. Yeah, I would say that if I wasn't pummeled by him in some of the Smash tournaments I've been in. Like, I'd be like, you know, I would just be fighting him a normal, and then also up air, sorry, not up air, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up B, and then you like, I went on stage and you like side B me. It's just like, yeah, he's bad but he's great if you like underestimate him. And if you cheese him, then yeah, he's kind of more bad, but it's only if you cheese him. And, like, gimp him off stage. So I don't know. Is there... Yeah, Ness, the PK Fire, PK Freeze, or not PK Freeze, that's Lucas. But yeah, Ness and Lucas was spamming the PK Fire, yeah. Annoying. The pace and fluidity of combat, sequel games just feel either too jank or too stiff. Yeah, maybe. That's it. I thought 6 moved pretty well, though. I thought the games were pretty fluid. Yeah, I've been encountering these shops yet. Receive heavy damage if knocked against the ground or wall, defeat the enemy under these conditions. And Mario Kart main? I kind of picked whatever character I wanted at the time, but I was talking about Mario Kart World. I've been playing maybe a lot of like Baby Luigi or like Piranha Plant King Boo. But yeah, I've been switching between characters a lot because I needed to unlock all the costumes in that game. Okay, trying to think of, you know, like Mario Kart 8, which one I use the most. I use Link a lot. Isabelle main, of course. I guess the other main would probably be Bowser then, in that game. Your mains in Mario Kart are the same as Smash. Found herself standing before a small arena. Judging from the sight of smiling women and frustrated, tearful men, it appeared that they were holding gambling battles. In but no particular need of funds, you planned to simply pass on by, but then a familiar voice called out to you. Long time no see. How's it going? Turning around, you saw that Leon was there. He must have succeeded in passing the final test after you left. Felt somewhat nostalgic as you recalled your memories of Regulus. When asked if you had found out anything about Soul Edge, you shook your head. Leon looked disappointed, but quickly cheered up and said, I see. Neither have I. Hey, as long as we're here, how about a match? It's been a while since our last one. Seems that this ring is booby-trapped with a few tricks, but it shouldn't be any big deal. Sound of cheers and groans erupted from behind you. Seemed the previous match had just ended. No use valves, really? Fair enough. Yeah, the heavy ones are kind of tough because they have really good speed, but their acceleration is really bad. And mostly you'd want them for, like, staying on the track, because people can't push you if you're heavy. Yeah, 6 was definitely the right, like, a good step in, like, it was in the right direction for sure. And then it just ended, and so I felt like they were getting their second wind, and then it just kind of stopped. Very unfortunate. Of course, a lot of us, you know, fighting game heads that love Soul, however, you know, wanted to come back, but who knows if it ever will. I guess we'll see. Yeah, the character creation also was the best in 6. But you could just make anyone you wanted, basically. Motorcycles, too? I thought motorcycles were fine. I mean, not as good as they were in Wii, where you could, you know, wheelie all the place and, yeah, they were broken. But I thought motorcycles were fine in 8. Yeah, make that 24th place in Mario Kart World, I guess. All together. Okay. Yeah, I suppose. Can't say I really used a heavyweight with Motorcycle Willy, so I guess you might be right.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
Well then, let us dance.
Final battle, fight!
That's the mission that like spammed to get money in this mode. I remember back in the day. I didn't do nearly enough damage. Because I wasn't getting him with any of the traps. But somehow managed to win anyway. So in this mode, for some reason they have characters that are just the actual like characters in the game, but they just give him a different name. So he's Leon, my rival, but he just played by Raphael. It's a weird thing, but you know, it's the best they could do back in the day. But they weren't gonna make new like models for all these random characters that you meet in this mode. Didn't have the space on the disc for that. 6 Curse, yeah. Dead Light 6 was definitely not great, yeah. Or sorry, Dead Alive 6 was also the end of Dead Alive series as well. But the problem with Dead Alive 6 is that they kind of deserved to be the end because the game was like a shell of its former self. Like from 5 to 6, it was like 6 felt kind of like a cash grab, whereas like here's the game Dead Alive 5 again, but we don't give you any of the costumes, and you have to buy all of them. And it's like, okay, like I like the new characters in that game, but it felt like there was not much to that game. 6 games. So Dead Alive 6 is DOA 5, DOA, is what he's saying, and 6 Dead Alive games. Soul Calibur had 6 games as well. Yeah, well, technically 7. Because the Soul Blade, then Soul Calibur, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. But yeah, it seems like it's a curse with the 6 in the L series. So Tekken was able to get through that no problem, I guess. 6 was actually probably one of the better games for them in their series. So, I don't know. And we don't even have a Smash Brothers 6. So if Smash did come back and had a 6, would that be the end of the series too? You think? Many weapons have poison, so you'll go numb if you're damaged. So. The port at Benetnash was a very busy place in the evening. The city's commerce was built around the port. As the ships arriving and leaving carried goods for trade, shops crowded the streets. And the bars were full of ships, crews, and those who would do business with them. Having spent the day wandering around the port, you too headed for an inn for a hot meal and a room for the night. You awoke in the night shivering from the cold. Your head throbbed. There was a large bump on the back of your head. You quickly surveyed your surroundings, and it was clear that you were no longer in your room at the inn. It appeared to be the inside of a ship. You'd been sold away as a slave. It seemed that your food had been drugged. The inn must have had a business agreement with some of the ships. The weapon had, of course, been taken away. It wasn't like you to let your guard down like that. Now we had to find a way off the ship before it set sail. Fortunately, thanks to your training at Regulus, you were still a threat even without a weapon. So ramming down the door with your shoulder, you recovered your weapon from the crew and ran for the pier. Unfortunately, they weren't going to let you get away with that easily. Yeah, I'm hoping Virtual Fighter 6 will be good as well. It looks good from what I've seen so far. They haven't shown much of the gameplay, but it seems to be pretty good. Do I have a Pokemon binder? It's a funny question to ask. I do, actually. I have 2. And they're quite thick, too. And they're from back in the, like, early 2000, too. So they're the old, let me open up the... they're one of these... Yeah, they're quite thick. Like, this thing's barely, like, holding shut at this point. But I think I have all of the original 151, except for Nidoking, which I thought I had him. I don't know where he went. I don't know if someone took it out of my binder. And then I have another binder that's about as thick for the other half. So this is, you know, I have quite a few cards in that binder. Yeah.
Versus Maxi. A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth. My, aren't we come? Battle 1, fight!
That kick of it is just so weak. It's slow and doesn't go anywhere. Like, ugh.
Win!
Give up already.
Alright, Abby.
2, fight!
If you tell me to, I will. Keep looking at that. Japanese Beedrill and a golden official Pikachu cosplay card. Wow. Thank you, Altaria. I think I've heard of that one. I can't say what my rarest card is. I know I have like one of those Mew cards from the Pokemon 2000 movie. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if it's real. Oh, Voldos are the pain to fight. Still want to rip in and find out. I mean, that's the only way you can find out.
Versus Maxi. Battle 1. Fight.
It's time to die.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ow. Ow. It hit you. Please. The card I want that's $10,000. I can't, but it's literally the definition of the Ditto, yeah. Golden Pikachu artist, I think. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. You guys seen a video on that before. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Shambles. Have a good night. See you around. I always miss that last hit. Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yeah, I never really collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid. I always thought they looked neat, but I was always more of a Pokemon kid. Same with the anime. I haven't really watched Yu-Gi-Oh anime either. I should at some point. Well, I guess that's not true. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I think it was GX. Whatever the one was they done on motorcycles or whatever. Because it was on TV in the morning when I went to school. So I would watch it before, like, while I was eating breakfast. I know the card games on motorcycles thing was everyone's favorite.
Versus Maxi. Battle 1. Fight.
I mean, I watched 5Ds. I wouldn't say I liked it per se. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the opposite. People hated 5Ds, right? Stuff I heard.
Battle 2. Fight.
Of course, isn't it better than the like really new one? The guy who looks like he's like, I don't know, combination between Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that. I don't know. Try to get my health back from Voldo here.
Battle 3, fight!
Ow. That was not what I wanted. We don't want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. Especially about its original. Yeah, I definitely have the same experience. People don't like to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! At all anymore. It's either Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. Get out of here. Didn't see that coming. At least you don't have all the characters in this game, in this version of the game. Running out. Oh, you back. I'll be back next stream? Okay. Next stream will probably Monday. It'll be like at noon. Planning on Mario Kart World stream. So if you're around at that time, Shambles, like to see you. Mizar. Chapter 4. The First Gate. After creating quite a stir at the port, he decided to leave the city before the situation grew worse. After making off with a small boat and paddling out onto the lake, you glanced back at Nash behind you. Despite the number of people there, you weren't able to track down any information about Soul Edge. In the midst of the morning fog, the growing sound of voices drifted out from the city. It sounded like it would be another busy day in Nash. You continued a ways further on the lake, but it was obvious that this dinghy, is a weird word, would not be able to carry you all the way across. After stepping back on shore, you learned that you were now in a place called Mizar. According to the locals, a large gate lay to the east, and passing through it required the permission of the guards. You began to grow anxious and frustrated. Not only had you not found a lease Soul Edge, but now it appeared you could not even travel freely across the land. It was then that you truly realized just how difficult the quest for Soul Edge was. Indeed. I'm just waiting to get a new weapon. That's always the best part of this game, I feel like, is the weapons that they use. The one thing about 6, it felt like the weapons were all kind of the same. While in 2, I feel like the weapons that you got all felt unique. Yeah. I haven't really seen that much of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. I remember the main character looking a little odd. Force the bomb off and onto the enemy with your attacks. If you win, the enemy has the bomb when the timer runs out. One day as you search for information on Soul Edge, a stranger approached you. Hey, you! I heard you were looking for Soul Edge. No need to be wary. I'm not a threat. I just might be able to help you out a little, my friend. The man walked away and disappeared into a nearby ruin. You hesitated for a bit, but eventually decided to follow him. Despite the risk of being trapped, it was also the first promising lead you'd found so far. Took you long enough. Anyway, let's talk. The man explained that he was looking for a knight by the name of Varel. He too was seeking Soul Edge. Varel had a number of underlings like this man, and he wanted you to join them. It seemed that rumors of your fighting ability had spread from Regulus and Nash. When I came all the way out here to recruit you, I find that you are trying to acquire Soul Edge as well. That's not gonna work, my friend. That's not gonna work at all. The man proceeded to pull some bombs from his pocket and as he shot you a maleficent glance.
Versus Assassin.
Oh, assassin.
Hero desires a sword, and a sword
Hotel 6 when you decided to make it sort of so kind of anyway. I don't know. I guess it's just because they thought people didn't like the direction they're going with 5. They're like, oh, we made new characters and, you know, the story's going in a different direction. And they're like, they thought people hated it, I guess. And then they decided instead of continuing that story, they would just go back to where they started. I think was the reason. It wasn't a horrible idea, because they were able to kind of like retroactively add some characters in from later games, and then like kind of change them a little bit and add new characters also. So I mean, it kind of worked, but also wouldn't work well enough, I guess, to sell very well, I suppose. Iron Apprentice. Wait, you don't unlock Assassin, no way? Okay. I forget how you unlock Assassin, Berserker, and Lizard Man. I think it's just later in this. You hit atop a large windmill in order to rest. A few hours earlier, you had entered the nearby forest not knowing it was the territory of a gang of bandits. They were caught in a trap designed to stop intruders. Fortunately, you managed to destroy the trap and escape before they arrived, but needed time to recover your strength. Emerging out of the forest, you happened upon the windmill. You made a good spot for which to keep watch on possible pursuers. After hiding out there for a while, you eventually spotted a figure approaching. It was clear that it was one of the bandits, searching for whomever had destroyed their trap. You lacked the strength for a real fight. You'd have to make a surprise attack. You waited in silence as the figure approached, then leapt out and struck.
versus Yoshimitsu. The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
I shall assist your suicide.
Battle 1.
They're craziness, eh? Oh, out here.
You win.
Are you ready?
Oh yes, dog.
Fight.
Oh, he's... You'll be gone. Another weapon for Talon. Yeah, let's take the filter off of this so I can not be so sharp. There we go. No, it's a typo in the title. Fixing that quick. Not a big typo, but still. Okay, there we go. No, assassin is just Huang, yeah. Yeah. It's funny how they didn't want to bring Huang back, but they could bring that just faceless, this random assassin dude. And it's great that they brought him back for Soul Calibur 6. I thought he was great in that game. Yeah, I always like Huang as well. Young Sung is cool and all, but Huang's better. He left the windmill behind and headed north. He had interest in one of the legends of the area, the Merope Monastery, said to hold the golden gate that leads to the land of the Edgemasters. We found information about the Merope Monastery. It was a monastery that had once existed in northern Mazar, or Mazar, I'm not sure, and was now nothing more than a ruin. It was said that a group of zealots who gathered there considered the place as hallowed ground. The monks turned out to be friendly, but the moment you mentioned the gate, their demeanor changed. You regretted your careless mistake and attempted to talk your way out of it. But they'd already decided you must be a thief. One of them ran off to warn the others while the remainder surrounded you. Even for you, taking on an entire monastery was out of the question. You needed to take care of the group here before the others arrived. You took a quick count of the enemy. It was going to be a battle against time. Yeah. Rock's last game was in 4 though, right? I think he was in 4. It wasn't 5 because, you know, no one was in 5. And then 6 for, yeah, whatever reason they decided he wasn't going to be there either, right? Was Rock in 6? I can't remember. But yeah, oh, I see. I read when you said long, I thought you meant like they should have brought him back long ago. What do you mean, dude? They should have brought him back in this game. Yeah, they definitely should have. Instead, they decided to make these generic versions of them instead. I don't really know why. Even like this color costume for Huang Song is basically Huang. I said Huang Song, Young Song.
Let's do this.
Like I think that's just Huang's outfit, right? From Soul Blade, Soul Calibur.
Give up already.
Battle 2, fight!
Oh. Yeah, I'm already done.
Time's up.
Yeah, she was hitting me from a range, but I couldn't get close.
Versus Young Sung. Now. Battle 1, fight!
Keep doing that move instead of when actually is good. I had to go for some cheeky offstage stuff.
To die.
Battle 2, fight!
I missed. That's I get, I guess.
Versus Yoon Sung. Watched over. Battle 1. Fight. Battle 2.
What?
Fight. Don't cry. Battle 3.
Link doesn't cry. Oh, I tried to throw, but they didn't read my A button, I guess.
You win. Battle
No.
4. Fight. You win.
Alright, one more.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, gosh. Punk. Oh, jeez. Whew. I need to change the the title on Twitch as well because it's misreading what I meant. Legendary Link Souls. Nothing. No. I guess Namco just wanted cooler and younger characters to replace the old ones at the time. Didn't enforce law. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what the real reason was. So why did it change my category from the GameCube version to the PS2 version? This one. There we go. I remember my brother had like the special edition of Calibur 5, and in that the book kind of went over the different reasons for like character designs and like some characters being there, characters not being there, stuff like that. I have to find that somewhere. Let me see if it's around here somewhere. I can find it out in it, and I can read that a little bit. So yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll go ask. Okay. Well, I couldn't find it. Probably in some container or somewhere. So. That just go based off what I remember, I guess. That it just kind of was. They just decided to want to make new characters, I guess. I don't know if it was so much that they had to be young. Yeah, oh well. May find it online somewhere. But yeah, I remember it being interesting reading through that book.
Versus Mitsurugi. Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Let's go! Battle 1, fight!
Oh. Okay. You don't happen to have this game on Switch too, would you, Zero? Definitely hard to find people that have this and want to play it online. Not to mention the fact that the game doesn't run all that great online because of the way that they set it up. You know, the whole lobby system. Did I even read the thing, like the description for this mission? I don't think I did. I did just bargain here, so beating them. Only GameCube? Yeah. I have a GameCube as well, yeah, but yeah, no reason to play that. No way to play that online. I think I own it on Xbox 360 as well. So I can only have it on 3 platforms now. I guess I could also have it on PS2 and Xbox. That would be all of them. But HD Online is basically the PS2 and Xbox version anyway. Except it doesn't have Weapon Master mode, I guess. Weird. I think that his dashing attack is bad. Always makes me miss because I run up and run and press A instead of doing like a slash and just do sort of like, and it like always misses unless I'm like right in front of them. And not to buy remakes or remasters. The other ones. Fair. Yeah, I definitely don't buy them unless I don't own the originals, I guess, yeah. Oh, versus that different. Like, for example, Super Mario RPG remake that came out, I never owned the original one. I played it at somebody's house before, but I never owned it. I never finished it. So when the remake came out, I just played that through. I was like, oh, this game's great. I ended up playing the randomizer of that somewhat recently, without ever completing the original one, vanilla. And it's like, oh. Just now I can totally say I've beaten the original game, if it was in a randomized state. Yeah. It really depends on how different the remake is.
Final battle. Fight.
They're slow. Alright. Another weapon for Raphael. I think a lot of Link's weapons you have to buy at the shop, don't you? For some reason you don't get them just by playing through it. Yeah, I didn't read this. Damn you filthy cowards, give me back my weapon! The voice of an old man ran out from a mansion in a long-since deserted village. Passing through the area, you heard the voice and wondered what was going on. Upon entering the dilapidated building, you saw a wounded old swordsman on his knees before two other warriors. One of the victors held the elusive weapon in his hands and grinned in satisfaction. It was you who said we would fight fair and square, yet two of you attacked me at once. It appeared that the old man had been tricked. The old man was perhaps too honorable for his own good, but you couldn't stand this sort of cowardly act. Decided to win back the old man's weapons and stepped in front of the two men. One of them reacted with an alarm, but the other was merely grinned. I don't know who you are, but you've just sealed your fate. I can't allow any witnesses to live. It'd be a good opportunity to test my new weapon. And then I just beat them. So. Now get to the bootstrap dungeon. Upon hearing that you wish to pass through the gate to Mazar, I don't know which, the man gave you some information. The man. You're talking about Charon's Pass. Lena resides there. She's a fair and just woman. She surely granted passage to someone like you. The man explained that those with dark intentions in their hearts were not allowed through. You followed the directions given by the old man and eventually arrived at the entrance to an underground passage. Okay, so the man. When it said the old man, I would have understood they're talking about the guy from the last mission. When it just said the man, I was like, ooh. Was this Charon's Pass? You who would pass through this place, for what purpose is your journey? A woman standing at the entrance questioned you as you approached. You thought that lying to her would not be a good idea and chose to state honestly your quest for Soled. Your desire is tainted with darkness. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to pass. If you must insist, however, then show me the strength that lies within your heart. I will wait for you before the gate. Because if you truly possess a strong heart, your desire will not overcome you. Leaving behind those cryptic words, the woman disappeared into the underground passage.
Now, two souls are fiercely entangled.
Don't worry, Tom. Believe in yourself.
Sliding backwards.
Fight!
Mario and Luigi RPGs? Yeah, I played all of them except for Paper Jam, I think. Yeah. Or all the Mario Luigi ones for Paper Jam. And then Paper Mario, I played Thousand Year Door. Didn't finish it because I wasn't allowed to, because my brother's game, he's like, he didn't finish it yet, and then by the time that I was allowed to play it again, I didn't care anymore. I haven't played original Paper Mario yet. Should. Once they add it to the N64 app, I might play it. What Paper Mario ones have I played? I played Origami King, the new one. That was good. Not the same as Thousand Year Door in any way, but still good. I played a little bit of Sticker Star and I absolutely hated it, so I stopped playing it. And I never played Color Splash. There's one I heard that people didn't like it, and it was on the Wii U, which I didn't get till later. And what's the other Paper Mario game? Is that it? Yeah, it's got Paper Jam, I guess. Yeah, Mario Luigi Brothership was the last one that I played recently. I thought that game was really good. 100% of that game, so definitely enjoyed it.
Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
Now I'm wondering if they're gonna add Mario Luigi to
You're going to regret
the Game Boy Advance app of this. So it's on Switch. Hey, get out. For what? Oh, I thought she died. I was like, what? She drowned down there? Can't fish Origami King, don't like the battle system. Sonic Color Splash, Super Mario, my favorites. I really like she did like Super Mario a lot. Color Splash I thought was the one people didn't like close to Secret Star. I thought Secret Star was the one that people liked the least. And then it was Color Splash, I think was the second least favorite. But there really aren't that many Paper Mario games, to be honest, so it's not really saying a whole lot. Not like Zelda games where it's like, I didn't like Triforce Heroes. And it's like, yeah, there's like 25 of them. It's like, that one being the worst really has to say a lot about the other ones, I guess. But, you know. Even Mario's like, yeah, it's the worst among like 5 or 6 games. So it's like, okay. I don't know. I think Secret Star was really the only one I really didn't care for, I guess. But I didn't really play Color Splash, so I don't know. People were just harsh on the Wii U period. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Color Splash probably isn't that bad. And most of my problems with Sticker Star is the gameplay mechanic with the stickers itself. I just didn't like having attacks that were limited to a use of an item, basically, you know, with the stickers. So, you know, that's what I didn't like. I like being able to attack and just do stuff, you know, like a regular RPG, not just be allowed on these consumable stickers.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth.
I'm going all out.
Final battle, fight!
Oh. Ow. Wearing the Goron tunic makes him not take damage in the lava, right? Temporarily. If only.
Now,
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of Nintendo games I just like hate.
Nothing personal, but I must win.
final battle, fight!
Oh, gosh. Oh, I did, yeah.
Fate conspired. Final battle. Fight.
Stay down.
It is interesting how the Wii U was the only console to not have a Zelda game on it. Like the main, like a non-remake. Yeah, 2 remakes on it, but no. Well, just technically Breath of the Wild came out on Wii U, but that's kind of an exception. Why did it just tell me what's live? Did I
The
just actually?
Almighty Ones have granted you a sword to cut your own path.
Give up already.
Internet was kind of spotty today, so I wouldn't be surprised if I lost connection at some throat a little bit there. Twitch is up. What? YouTube. Are you still there, Zero? Let's see. Yeah, it's still up. So like it like blipped for a second, but it didn't go out. That's good.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's kind of like the DS, how the DS made Phantom Hourglass kind of fun because it let you kind of
You're definitely not my type.
see the game and the map at the same time. The gamepad was kind of similar for the Wii U. What do you mean that Link is your type, Cassandra? You get it. Yeah, they definitely could have made it a really cool mainline Zelda game on the Wii U with the gamepad for sure. Maybe like a Phantom Hourglass sequel, maybe? Something like that? Something like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks, kind of in that realm.
It's time to die.
Like the drawing on the map and stuff like that.
Fight.
Like, is every girl's type? Yeah, kind of true. I mean, which one do people like the girls like more? Do you think? Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, or Breath of the Wild? Link. I was gonna say just Breath of the Wild, the Ocarina of Time, but I think people actually like Twilight Princess one a lot too. I guess between those 3.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
Okay, here we go.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh. 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 Twilight, you think? Interesting. That's the one I think people would I wouldn't go for in those three. But
Versus Sophitia. Final battle. Fight.
I think that's an attack once in the air. Ow. Ow. Oh. Right in the face.
Versus Sophitia. The Almighty Ones have granted. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, how did I miss? Yeah, not in terms of like attractiveness or anything like that, but I think for me, my favorite Link might still be with Majora's Mask Link. I just like how he's portrayed in that game. Otherwise, maybe Wind Waker Link. Rugged Link. Yeah, he was. He was a farm boy. He was the one that was like Link if you lived on like Romani Ranch with Romani. I always forget if her name's Romani in Ocarina of Time or if her name's Romani in Majora's Mask. I always forget. Altair. Okay. Spirit Sword. You fought with all your might. There was no other response you could have made. I see that you have a strong heart. Nevertheless, the evil that the sword contains is powerful. You do not yet understand its danger. You are filled with the false dream of an ultimate weapon and cannot see the truth. I cannot let you pass. You are not able to pass the gate, yet you are now certain that you were close to reaching Soul Edge. I didn't feel like Lena was lying. Soul Edge was real, but she also said that it was a terrible cursed sword. You would later come to accept the truth, and it would be only then that you truly closed in on Soul Edge. After returning to service, you stopped and turned suddenly, to get a better look at a man who passed you by. Wasn't it the man who had scouted you out before, the one looking for Soul Edge? When you headed back to the gate, a terrible sight was waiting for you. The gate had been sliced in two with a single cut of a blade. There was no sign of the swordsman, only Lena, lying collapsed on the ground without another thought. Without another thought, you immediately headed for the gate, but stopped short when you heard her voice. He seeks Soul Edge with terrible darkness in his heart. Someone must stop him. Please, inform Altair. Altair. Tell them that the first gate has fallen. I know I can count on you. You must hurry. You soon stood at the entrance to Altair, ready to face your own weakness. You must not yet let yourself be drawn into his power, for it would mean the loss of your own heart. Yeah. Camp with fort soldiers and defeat all enemies. You arrived at the Nerid Gorge, the entrance way to Altair. Beyond the gorge lay Altair itself. You unconsciously quickened your pace. When you reached the other side, you heard shouts directed at you from the fort on the riverbank. Oh, go a little further if you wish to live. You feared that they would guard the entrance to Altair. You obeyed the warning and stopped. You shouted back that you were a friend bearing no intention of harm and requested permission to proceed. After a short while, armed guards arrived to escort you into the fort. You explained that you came on behalf of Lena and wished to enter Altair, but they seemed uncertain whether they should trust you. But they seemed uncertain whether they should trust you. In the end, they locked you in a guest room in the fort. Later that same day, the situation suddenly changed. Unknown forces attacked the fort. You escaped in the confusion and joined with the fort's soldiers to fight off the intruders. Okay. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is definitely the one that people usually name as their favorite. Sure. I think part of it's the game itself that people just love so much. They love the Link for that reason. Other thing is just that they like the design the best, which I can see why.
Versus Cassandra. Strike! Watched over